Cuba, que viva Cuba. Cuba para siempre.
Hi guys, it's Jay from Ayaba's Wind. I'm here today to do the August 2019 reading for the Gemini Collective. Just keep in mind this is a general reading, so some of the information may resonate with you, all of the information may resonate with you, or none of it may resonate with you. Okay? I'm reading cards based on an Afro-Cuban perspective because I'm a priestess in the Yoruba tradition. And so I'm going to be coming from a more espiritismo perspective. So I'm going to be using Orisha Tarot cards, and then I'm also going to be pulling from Odu, which is our sacred um, living doctrine that guides us, helping us to make the right choices and fulfilling our destiny in the most positive way possible. Okay, and then I'll later pull some angel cards to see what the angels, what messages the angels have for you as well. So I'm going to start with a quick prayer, and then we'll go straight into the reading. So just hold tight. Light, peace, and progress to the spirit guides, protections, guardian angels of the Gemini Collective, whose birthdays range from May 21st to June 20th. Light, peace, and progress to the spirit guides, protections, guardian angels of the Gemini Collective, whose birthdays span from May 21st to June 20th. Light, peace, and progress to the spirit guides, guardian angels of the Gemini Collective, whose birthdays span from May 21st to June 20th. I come before you here today, a spirit of the Gemini Collective. I pray that you will deliver the information accurately and abundantly, and I pray that all of the information that your Gemini children receive today will be helpful, will help them to be able to move forward, to be able to get past any blockages and obstacles that may be in their life right now, and to open up the way for them to fulfill their destiny in the most positive way possible. I honor your energy in the world. I honor your energy in the Gemini Collective's lives. And I pray that you will continue to help your Gemini children to be able to move forward. I thank you and praise you and honor you. Modupwe. Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to get started. I'm going to pull 5 cards from the Orisha deck, and then I'm going to do a really quick interpretation and then pull it all together with Odu, and we'll go straight into angel cards. Okay, so just give me a couple of seconds. Okay, I think they gave what they wanted to give. Okay, so let's leave these. I'm going to spread these cards out here. Okay, we have the 6 of fire, which is the equivalent of the 6 of wands. All right. Um, We have the Eight of Pentacles, the Eight of Earth. You have the Six of Cups. And we have the Nine of Wands. All right. And then we have the Three of Pentacles here. Okay. So let's get started. So the card that really sticks out to me is the Nine of Fire. Okay. And the Nine of Fire has a picture of someone who is laying down, who's basically in retreat mode, who is, trying to take it easy, to get themselves together. Um, they're really like going into a cocoon, maybe because things are very stressful. They could be troubled. There could be a lot of things in their world that's causing them to kind of like shut down. All right. And so it's almost like this person is going into hermit mode. All right. He's sleeping on a mat. Um, and, he has candles lit. So he's praying for illumination, clarity. All right. But doing it in solitude and in silence because things that are going um, around him are just a bit too much. Okay. It's saying here with the Six of Fire, um, basically that you're going to, you're leaving a situation and you're moving to find your happiness. Okay. It shows people here leaving a village. It's some guy is leading the way with fire and flames. He's leading the way. He's leading people out of the village um, to a better place, to find fortune and success. Okay, so it's going to be a journey. All right, but you're definitely moving and transitioning here. All right. This is the Six of Water. So here you have this mermaid. She's at the water. This is really the Six of Cups. So it's saying that, from traditional tarot, that someone is coming back from the past. Okay, there's going to be a reunion of some sort, possibly. It could be that you're reminiscing and you're daydreaming about your childhood or the past. Okay, but you got to be careful here because if you're stuck in that mode of the past, the past, the past, you're not going to be able to move forward. Okay, and you're not going to be able to deal with your reality. You see, this card has a lot of water here. Okay, so there's lots of emotions. So it could be that, you could be very emotional during this period of time. Keep in mind, I'm reading for the remainder of August for the Gemini collective here. Okay. It's saying here that you have the Three of Pentacles. So there's a project coming up or something that you need to work collaboratively with others to be able to get the job done, or that you will work better with the help of others, with the assistance of others. So, things could be really overwhelming. It shows this person here kind of like shutting down, right? And so if you need help, you got to speak up. You got to ask for assistance because, the help that you get will help you to accomplish your goals financially, work-wise, and otherwise. I don't know. It may have something to do with work here because we do have the work card, um, which is the Eight of Pentacles. And so basically the Eight of Coins, it really you establishing a foundation. You're working hard, but just keep in mind, if you're doing too much on your own, it can cause you to get stressed out and go into this hermit mode, to retreat. Okay. And it can cause sickness here. But you may need to retreat to gather yourself collectively, um, to be able to do the things that you need to do. All right. And basically, it's talking about a lot about collaboration because this is a village. These people are moving as a whole to higher ground. They're moving to, um, you know, find their place where they belong, to find their success, to find their riches, to explore new areas, to find, it could be love, it could be um, better finances. Okay, so it's showing here that this is coming up. All right. So let me pull some Odu cards and let's see how the Odu, which is our living doctrine that guides us to helping us to fulfill our destiny, kind of coincide with the cards that are shown here. Also, too, it shows a lot with like darkness, and so it's saying here that you definitely need to have illumination, and that, I don't know, work is putting you in a space where you're feeling stressed out. But all work and no play is definitely not good. It's not good for you. Okay. So let's find out what's going on. I'm gonna pull like two or three cards. That's too many cards. Okay. So let's see. That's a lot of cards. Hopefully we can get through this. Wow. Okay. So Spirit has a lot to say. So what I'm going to refer to God, because God is known by many different names and many different traditions. You may call God Jehovah, Allah, Olofi, Buddha, whatever it is. I'm just going to refer to God and the God like forces and the angels of spirit right now. So it's saying here, do not come out of your customs. All right. So basically it's like, whatever you were trained to do, continue to do that, because the moment you start doing something new, it can kind of break your momentum. All right. It's saying here that you may suffer from headaches and feel sickly. All right. And so those headaches and that feeling sickly could be from the stress of work. Okay. Hard work. All right. And so you definitely have to just be mindful of overworking yourself, because you can work yourself to exhaustion here. So it's saying you may suffer from headaches and feel sickly. Um, it's announcing marriage troubles here. So I don't know if you're having marital troubles, but you may definitely want to be looking to work that out. And I don't know, those marital troubles have to do with you maybe meeting someone from the past who's come back up, and you kind of reconnected with them, because the Six of Cups talks about reconnecting with the past, maybe childhood, a childhood love, or whatever it may be. It's saying here that if you have children, even if you don't have children, it's saying treat children well, because the children are your blessings. All right. So, harming them, yelling and screaming at them, hitting them in the head, abusing them, that's not a good look. Okay. That will wreak havoc, and that will bring tower moments into your life, bad luck, and you will lose your wealth and riches. um, it's saying here that for some of you, you may have been passed around a lot as a child. I don't know if there was a parent that was sickly and couldn't take care of you, or that you were abandoned by a parent, or parents died. But it's saying here that for some of you were passed around a lot as a child, and Spirit acknowledges that and they see that. Okay. And so maybe that's why they have this whole village card here too. And you can look at the interpretation of the number, and the suit, but also in the picture. So it could have been that you were raised by a village, you were raised by many people in your family, or maybe that you were passed around. Okay. Um, it's saying here that it's to your benefit for the next several days to a couple of weeks to listen more than talk. I know Geminis, they're great conversationalists, but it's saying here that you need to listen more than speak, okay? Because your tongue can cause you lots of problems. It can cause arguments, it can cause miscommunication, it can like basically be your destruction. So it's saying here, watch your tongue, watch what you say. You tend to be a little stubborn here, but Spirit is telling you to listen to the advice so you can be able to navigate and move smoothly throughout this time period. It's saying here that you definitely have to, this is the birthplace of cancer in intestines, in hemorrhoids, and in cysts. So, with that being said, you should definitely look to go to the doctor, the medical doctor, to get these different aspects checked, okay? Because it's saying, it's announcing the possibility of cancer here. So if you're feeling pain, or maybe there's blood in your stool, or anything like that, intestines, hemorrhoids, cysts, anything to do with that, maybe your digestive system, go get that checked, please. Colonoscopy, go get that all checked, because it's the Spirit is announcing that here. They want you to go get checked. Be careful with adultery, all right, because adultery can bring you shame. It can bring unwanted pregnancy, and it can also bring STDs here. All right, so just be careful, and it could possibly um, bring death if you're dealing with someone who has a crazy partner, spouse, or whatever. They could stalk you, they could try and kill you. I mean, it sounds dramatic, but it's a possibility here. It's saying here that like again, and I mentioned this in the beginning, that your parents were not present, or that there was one parent present and the other one wasn't, and therefore it shows the village. It shows maybe that's the reason why you were passed around, and it definitely affected you, like your childhood, maybe your childhood memories were, a mixed bag of good and bad emotions and feelings about that situation here. Um, it's saying here that you were born to be a diviner. You were born to do what I do. You were born to read cards. You were born to read fire. You were born to read water. You are a spiritualist. This is your birthright. You were a diviner at birth. I don't know if a grandmother told you this, an aunt told you this, or told your parents this, but you have this ability. You can read people very well. All right. So it may be worthwhile exploring this. In my tradition, this is a Yawo. Okay. A Yawo is someone who's newly initiated as a priest into this tradition. Okay. And so this can also be announcing, your spirituality and priesthood. Or ascending to something like that, okay? And it has the candles for illumination here. It's saying single mothers, if you are a single mother or a single parent, you could be a single father. It's saying here, be careful of pedophiles, but especially single mothers here, because this Odu has a lot to do with the feminine energy. Yemaya's energy. Yemaya is the feminine aspect of God, who is the mother of all mothers. She's the mother of all children. Whether they have parents or not, she is the mother of the world. She's the mother of the oceans. And so Yemaya is speaking here. And she's warning all the mothers to be careful of pedophiles. So, you could have a boyfriend, you can have a new husband that's not the father of your child. It's saying be very careful with pedophiles around your children. Be careful of leaving your children at the babysitter. Be careful of leaving your children with other people, okay? It's very important here, because this is announcing molestation. This is announcing child abuse, but in the form of molestation, okay, to children. So please be very careful of that. It's saying here that you should wear silver. Get your nicest silver, pull your silver out of your jewelry box. If you had silver and you were never wearing it, shine it up really good and wear it, because it will bring blessings, it will cut negativity, and it will help to bring forth the wealth that you're working on, all right? And it will help to bring about change and positivity. Yemaya's metal is silver. And so if you wear silver, you're honoring Yemaya's energy. You can also do a Yemaya bath, which is taking a little bit of molasses you can get at the supermarket, adding it to some water, stirring it with your left hand, asking Yemaya for help, for guidance, to protect you, to protect your children. And then after you physically bathe with soap and water, you can take the bath, put it over your head, all of your body, and air dry. And it will help to uplift you spiritually, emotionally, all of that hurt and that pain that you had from childhood, those childhood memories, of being raised and being, pushed around, to different people, moving from one person to another because, your parents may have been having difficulties raising you or whatever. Yemaya will take care of that hurt and that pain and that emotion, that hurt that you're carrying inside of your heart. Okay? It's saying here that there are family members that are jealous of you. So really watch with sharing things that you're working on with them, because they don't wish you well. They don't wish you well. Okay? So don't exacerbate a situation by bragging, by talking too much about your business to them, because there are family members that don't wish you well, and it's unfortunate. You would think it's just, people who are strangers, but no, sometimes your family can be your worst enemy, unfortunately. So it's saying here, watch talking your business here. Um, okay. It's saying here, because of one, the world began, and because of one, the world was lost. So you can create, a beautiful world, or you can create a nightmare. You can be destructive. You can be self-sabotaging here. Um, um, and so basically what it's saying here is that you could have problems with justice, also problems with sickness. And it's saying here that there is possibly a death of a family member. So just be prepared. You may be hearing that someone passed away within the family. All right. And it, like I said, it brought up, it talks about childhood and reminiscing people from the past. So it's definitely announcing the death of a family member somewhere along the lines. Okay. Just be careful of jail, because the jail thing is really big here. It's saying that you should get a spiritual consult before going on a trip. Okay. Because there could be um, some kind of accident or injury that you get on the trip. Um, you could get robbed on the trip. So it's saying to get a spiritual consultation, get a reading. You can go to a santero, a santera, a babalao, all these people who can be trustworthy, okay? Because not everyone is trustworthy or experienced. Get a spiritual, you can get a tarot reading by someone that you know. I also do private readings, but it seems to get a consult before you go on a trip. It's saying that your problems are due to a lack of faith, okay? And so it may be that you need to go into rest, um, solitude. You may need to go into meditation mode and prayer mode and dress in white and, act with, uh, a spiritual lightness to give you the clarity you need, because it's saying here that you don't have faith. It says that you don't like to hear the truth, but the truth, you heard this saying before, the truth shall set you free. Okay, so all of the spiritual advice is here to help give you the one up on someone who doesn't listen to it. Okay, so that you don't have tragedy in your life. It's saying here that you are stubborn and that you can be your own downfall. Um, you can tend to be warlike. You can tend to start arguments to get things. You can incite arguments, okay? And it's saying at this time that that's not good. It can cause sickness. It can affect your health. It can cause explosions within your body, possibly an aneurysm, It can raise your blood pressure to where your eyeballs are popping out your head, and you can pass out, headaches. So it's saying, no, no, no. You got to be calm, cool, and collected. White baths, you would definitely benefit from white baths. I have the recipe for a white bath in the discussion section of my page. And you take all the ingredients, mix it with your left hand, say prayers to calm you, cool you. And then after you bathe physically, you pour this over your head all the way down to your body and you air dry. Okay, dress in white, sleep in white sheets, everything to help cool that out. It's saying don't tease people, no weapons. It's saying that if you're doing anything wrong, you're going to get discovered. So you better watch that because Spirit is saying that you're going to get discovered. All right. Um, it's saying that there is a sick person in your house. Okay. If there's not a sick person, someone is going to get sick, and that this person is going to need prayers and is going to need spiritual work done for them in order to get them out of this sickness. Yes, sickness is caused by, you know, viruses and bacteria, but sickness can also be brought about by dark energies, spirits, uh, and those kinds of things. So it's saying that this person is going to need spiritual work. Remember, energy is transferable. Okay, and energy changes form, and so we're on this earthly plane, but there are spirits that we don't see. Some of us can see it, saying that you're a diviner, that you're spiritual at birth, so you may see the spirits, but so there are many different energies that are going in and out of this plane. All right, and that can cause sickness here. It's saying be careful of fire in your house, be careful of doing anything illegal. When you light candles, do not leave these candles unattended, especially if you have children, pets, if you have furry little creatures called mice running in your house, don't, because it can set fire to your household. It's saying here that there's problems with money and your house situation. So you really need to remedy that. You need to really put in some work and some time to get that situation right, okay? So you do not lose your money or your shelter. It's saying here again, it's talking about work. And remember, I talked about work and finances here. It's talking about you could potentially lose your job for whatever reason. It's warning that hard times are ahead. And so remember, even though they're trying to move to higher ground, this is a process. This is a journey. All right. And in that journey, hard times can be there. You need to be careful of not being mugged. It's saying here, be careful of going out at 12 noon and 12 midnight, because there are energies here that are not so good, spiritual energies that are not so good, that can hitchhike home with you, and make your life a nightmare. Okay, cause problems sleeping, can wreak havoc in your relationships, causing arguments, can cause you depression, can give you a lack of energy, so you don't want to work out, you don't want to go anywhere, you don't want to do anything. So it's saying, like, at 12 noon and 12 midnight, if you can seek shelter, pop into a store just a few minutes after noon or midnight, then you can go about your merry way, but just be careful. People that have helped you will turn against you if they haven't done it already. So watch them. It says your worst enemy was once your best friend. Okay. So someone may be turning on you if they haven't done so already. Watch what people say. That's going to be the window into their soul. And you're going to be able to read this situation out. It's saying here in particular, do not mistreat dogs. Do not kick your dog. Don't yell and scream at your dog. Don't abuse your dog, because dogs here are blessings. The spirit that kind of owns this Odu that's sending you this message has a love for dogs. Okay. And so in order to get the help from this spirit that's giving you this information, you have to not mistreat the dog, which is owned by the spirit. It's saying here that if you can get some toasted corn, you can make your own toasted corn. Just take a corn on the cob, um, pour a little bit of like oil on it, vegetable oil, toast the corn until it's hard and dry. Take it out, cool it down. It's saying to clean with corn. Okay, just put it in your hand like it's almost like soap. Clean with corn from your head all the way down to your toes, and then drop it on the corners outside. If there's any corner that you can find, a corner near your job, a corner near your house, clean off, because there can be issues and problems here with some energies that you don't particularly want. Okay. The next thing is it's saying here that tears turn to joy. So the message that is being sent here is that that even though there's strife, there's sadness, you may be feeling depressed, you may be reminiscing about your childhood, how it wasn't good, you may be hurt from childhood issues and challenges or whatever you're going through now as far as having money issues and possibly health issues. It's saying that your tears will turn to joy. So there is a light at the end of the tunnel. It's saying that you have three enemies you need to watch, that they're talking badly about you. There's some issue possibly with some of your sex organs. So you need to definitely go to the doctor to get checked. It's saying no doing things in threes. Don't have three people in a relationship. Don't drive in threes. Don't do any of that because that can cause accidents. It can cause sickness. Three, the spirit that owns this number, three, is telling you that's his number. Okay, that's not your number. So if you're doing things in threes, you're disrespecting that number, and so that will bring you strife and it will bring you problems. All right, no holes. Again, no holes. Don't walk over subway grates, sewage grates. Um, Watch the holes in your body, the openings in your body, your eyes, your ears, your nose, your mouth, your genitals, okay? Because disease can enter in here. Watch walking barefoot because you can get something stuck in your foot. Saying here during these next couple of weeks, no drinking. Be mindful of depression. If you feel like you don't have the drive to get going, go seek the help of a therapist. See if your insurance covers it. Even if they don't, pay for it, get it done. Again, no love triangles here. All right. Saying don't speak your business to people because they're going to spread it and it will cause problems. Uh, if you're a male, it could be that you're in love with a woman who's married. The spirit is warning you, don't deal with this woman because you can lose your life. Okay? You can lose your life because she could have a crazy husband. You could lose your life because there could be a sickness that she has that she passes on to you and causes you to lose your life. It's warning here, be careful of this. If you are a female and you have a husband, it's saying here that your husband may be being worked spiritually by a female that's trying to steal him. So just be mindful of that. And you can get a spiritual consultation to check on that. They're saying that a violent fight is coming. Just stay calm and no weapons because that can put you in jail. Okay. Um, be careful of someone that you go on trips with because this person can get you in trouble. They can get you in fights and arguments. They can get you robbed. It's saying that where you walk, there's been a lot of dark energy, brujeria, witchcraft being thrown. I don't know if it's that you walk by someone's house, but this person could have gotten witchcraft thrown at them by someone. It's saying where you walk, be very careful. As you're walking, you may want to say some prayers and ask for protection. We're going to see what angels speak to you, and you can call upon them to watch you where you walk. Because it's saying that there's some ill energy where you walk. Saying that police could come to your door, so be careful of that. It's saying here that you may be experiencing some pain in your back and in your waist area. So you definitely want to go get checked with that. All right. You may be very experimental. You could be experimental in a lot of ways, doing like risky activities, risky sexual behaviors, cliff diving, jumping from planes, all these kinds of things. But it's saying here you got to be careful of that in these times because it can lead to your death. It's saying here that you need to heed the advice that's given to you, or else you will not live to be old. It's saying that, okay? Spirit is talking a lot. You're getting a lot of information here. So just be careful, because tragedy can happen from a trap that is set by you, okay? Be careful of eating leftovers. Someone is talking badly about you. Someone is trying to, if they haven't done it already, trying to tie you down spiritually, trying to lock you down. So just keep your eyes on that. In this time, do not eat anything with pumpkin. Watch eating soups, um, pumpkin stew, roasted pumpkin, anything with pumpkin seeds, shut it down. Because the spirit that's giving you this advice owns pumpkins, all right? Pumpkins represent wealth, and you want to keep your wealth and your money and your blessings, all right? Um, and the last thing is that the drunk thinks one thing and the bartender thinks another, okay? So what you may perceive to happen, to have happened in a situation, someone else sees it totally different, okay? And it's really hard to convince this person and other people of them seeing the way you see, okay? There's different perspectives which can cause disagreements, okay? And disharmony where, you're not able to work together because of that, okay? It's saying here really quickly, do not keep garbage in the house because it can pull um, bad energies and negative spirits, low-level spirits that can wreak havoc in your house. Check your head and your brain. Go to the doctor. Get it checked, especially if you're having headaches or blurred vision. All right. Your tongue, like I said, can get you in trouble, so watch what you say. Don't do favors because those favors can get you in trouble. You can get locked up. You can get embroiled in a situation that can blow up and can cause a lot of issues. It's saying that, your spouse, your partner may have left you or may be getting ready to leave you, okay? Please watch. If you have children, if your child complains of any sickness or pain in their belly or in their head, take them to the doctor because it's saying that there may be a sick child in your house. Clean your house spiritually as soon as possible because it's saying here that there's low vibration energies, low level dark energies that could be in your house that could be causing sleep disturbances. If you have children and they're waking up at night, they're scared to go in their room. Children are the most sensitive, okay, and they see things. And so they're kind of your barometer for what's going on in the house. Also, animals are highly spiritual and sensitive. So if you see a dog is barking, they're scared, they're acting scared, no one's there, you got to smoke out your house, frankincense and myrrh, sage. Say prayers throughout your house. Do a cleaning. Put some sea salt and some water, dissolve it. Say prayers over it. Throw it different in all the corners of your house. Okay, keep the house spiritually clean. You need night lights in your house so that there's no darkness for these spirits to hide. Okay. It's saying here that there's a possible pregnancy. One of you or several of you could be pregnant. Also, it's saying that your mother has died or she's about to pass. So you need to really make amends with your mother, make good with your mother. If your mother has crossed over, she definitely wants acknowledgement. You can light a candle for her, put up her picture, say prayers, call out her name, ask for forgiveness, or you can tell her that you forgive her for leaving you or doing you wrong or whatever, but you need to make amends because it's mentioning your mother here. You may need to get an operation, but you need to get a second and third opinion for some health issue. Okay, it's saying here that money may be coming to you. Money may be coming, so get ready. Get ready to receive it. Get your mind right. Get your mind right and do the things you need to do. So I'm going to pull some angel cards, see what the angels have to say, and then we'll go from there. So just give me a couple seconds. That's way too many cards. Goes back. Okay. Okay, so let's see what Spirit has to say. It's saying here, Spirit is saying, Sandalphon, that you will have victory. You will have victory over your enemies. You will have victory over your stress, any health issues that you have, as long as you heed the advice, okay? He's saying your prayers have been heard and answered. Have faith. So continue to pray, continue to meditate, go to yoga, get in your zone, okay? Get in your spiritual zone. Wear white, keep your head covered. Pull that purity, that clarity, that peace of mind to you so that you can see and attain your victory, okay? Jeremiel is saying that you need to review your life. Take inventory of your life and resolve to change or heal anything that is unbalanced. So you may have to go into your little cocoon that was shown in the picture here to heal yourself, okay, from the childhood memories, things of the past that hurt you, all right? Japhael is saying have patience. Have patience. Okay, so something you're waiting on, something you're working on, something that you're anxious about, have patience here. Your dreams are blooming more rapidly than you realize. Still, they need nurturing and patience. So please have patience. It's saying here, Uriel is speaking. You know what to do. Okay. You were born a diviner. Remember, it said that you're born a diviner. You're spiritual. Trust your inner knowledge and act upon it without delay. Do not second guess that voice, that inner voice that's speaking to you. Don't second guess that, please. All right. This will guide you. In addition to all the advice that the spirits are giving you, the angels are speaking. Let's see. You had several different angels speaking on your behalf. And then the next angel is Azrael, which is saying counselor here. Azrael. And Azrael is saying you are a natural counselor. Many people benefit from your guidance and reassurance. So there's people that lean on you for help and support. Okay. And the spirits are saying they see you helping people. And because of that, you're going to have victory. But you have to stay focused. You have to move to higher ground. Get yourself out of the situation by prayer, by doing the spiritual baths that I said, and moving towards realization that you can make changes in your life to have material wealth, abundance and love, and happiness and success. So this will be your reading for August. I will see you in September, Geminis. I hope all was helpful. If you have any questions, you can email me at ayabaswind, WYND 999 @gmail.com. All right, see you later.